good evening to you from a very wet and windy Chatfield. It's just stopped raining here. It's been pouring it down for the last half hour. Oh, and Tilbury through here, down the right. Sandbridge saves it, and there's nobody there to follow up. Tilbury has started quite well here. This is a Ryman Division 1 North game between Tilbury and Witham Town. And it's been not a bad start so far. Luckily the rain has stopped just before kick-off. It was pouring down here, as I mentioned, driving up here. An interesting looking fixture. There's an Essex derby. There's obviously quite a few of those in this division because there's 13 Essex teams out of the 22 Ryman 1 North clubs, but two sides have done fairly well okay so far this season in the league. And the last time I was here at Chatfield was early last May, end of last season. The Ryman 1 North semi-final in the playoff semi-final, Tilbury and Needham Market. And what an epic that one was. Finishing 4-3 to Needham after extra time. Tilbury equalising in normal time in the 13th minute of added time in the 90 minutes. It was an extraordinary game. It was an extraordinary season for Tilbury as well. Great run for the Dockers. One of their best seasons for many years. Finishing in the playoffs, defying a lot of expectations and beating some good clubs in there as well to finish in the top 5. But they finished third in the end, an excellent achievement by Tilbury. And after last season's heroics, we didn't think this season would live up to the same standard. A few players have moved on to bigger clubs, and that Tilbury might have to rebuild again. But they started very well, Paul Vaughan's men. They're still unbeaten in the league. Had a few too many draws perhaps, but they're doing very well at the moment, and they're sitting in the playoff positions as we speak, although it is obviously early days. They were hoping to continue their unbeaten record this evening. They're up against Witham Town, the Essex Senior League champions from last season, back in the Ryman League for the first time in 3 years. And they had a great start to the season, a couple of wins. They won away at Wroxham, and they also beat Thamesmead, but they've had a few defeats since then. In fact, they've had more defeats already now than they did for the whole of last season in the Essex Senior League. Although it was obviously going to be a much tougher ask to try and come close to repeating last season's heroics for Witham, but I'm sure Gary Kimball's men will have a good season. Don't think they'll be in the playoff picture, but I'm sure they've got a good chance of a top half finish. And they're playing in their away kits tonight in yellow, and they were hoping for a good result as well to take back up the A12. So a very wet and windy Chatfield. It's Tilbury against Witham Town, the Ryman Division 1 North, and there are updates throughout the evening here at Chatfields.